Okay, hi everybody. Again, it's Mahogany with Mahogany New Home Rebates, and I am here to give you some knowledge on how to use the 2% rebate to pay off debts. We're going to go into a little bit of detail about why it's important, show you an actual example of a home that's currently on market now and how it can be used, and then, what you would actually go through, what it looks like when you're taking that step. So, as always, you can comment in the chat below and then actually ask questions there, or you can wait till the end and then reach out to us via phone, email, or actually through the scanner where you can sign up and ask questions directly as well. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the question comes to mind, why does your debt even matter when you're going to get a home? It's like, hey, I got a job, I have money that comes in on a monthly basis, I know I can handle this. But to a loan officer, they need to assess risk, right? So they need to make sure that what you're going to be paying out in that new monthly payment, which is going to include your principal, your interest, your taxes, and your HOA, all that stuff, along with what you already have going on, which may be a car note, maybe credit card payments, maybe student loans, and other things, right? That all of that does not overcome, I guess you can say, a certain percentage that is needed to qualify for a conventional, an FHA or VA loan, or other loans that are out there. And those percentages are set by the Fed as far as what they consider a sellable loan, but that goes really deep. So we'll leave that alone for now and just stick to the foundation of what applies to you. So to get more specific, you got to make sure that when you're looking at your expenses, you're not just thinking about what you currently have going out a month right now. You also have to think about the home that you're choosing and what that payment will be and add that to it. Okay, let's go further. So now you've gone to your loan officer and they've assessed your whole structure of everything as far as what your current monthly expenses are, including a new home payment, whether it be a number you just threw out there for what you think you want to get, or an actual house that you're saying, look, I know exactly what it is, how much it costs and where it's at, what taxes will be and everything. And they said, you've exceeded the ratio that you need, right? Let's consider it an FHA loan, right? You exceeded the back end ratio for what you need to qualify for this home. What happens next? So the loan officer has some options. They can say, yes, we will still pre-approve you under the conditions that you pay off what's needed to meet the requirements prior to closing. Now they can sometimes go off of what they see in your savings account and say, we see that still you can do that and still have some cushion there. Or that they can go off of a, hey, you tell them I'm going to get a bonus or whatever the have you, and then I'll be able to pay that off. Mind you, it's just a pre-approval. So it doesn't mean that you have that letter and now you can go take that to the title company and close with it. You have to be conditionally approved, meaning that you've been verified, pre-approved by all documents. That status has been cleared, and now you can move forward to close. So they're just going off of a good faith estimate in the sense saying that you're going to do what you need to do to get that paid off. Now, the obvious, too, the lender could just say, hey, you don't meet the requirements. Come back later when you do. Nobody wants to hear that, right? So then let's go to the best and the most favorite option there to say, how can I get some help? But it not really kind of cost me an arm and a leg at the same time, or, stress me out. That's when you can partner up with us, Mahogany Group New Home Rebates. And then we can assess your debt amount to see if the 2% rebate that you're going to get back from your purchase amount can pay off what's needed to qualify you. It's so beautiful, right? All right. Now, for example time. Let's take this home that, yes, is currently on market for $450,000. They are still out there, right? And given that we have an FHA fixed loan, 30 years, which is also equivalent still to 360 months at a 5% interest rate. Let's go further. So I'm going to go a little out of order here, but then I'm going to kind of wrap it up for you. So if you follow me here, the new home payment with all of these conditions, the 5% interest, the 30 years fixed loan FHA, is going to be $24.16. And that's minus like probably about $100 and a little under $100, I think, probably around maybe $70-ish around for insurance. And then you're going to be paying maybe about $600, I say, give or take, for some taxes, depending on exactly what the rate is in that specific spot. So we're going to estimate that, right? Under $1,000, we'll say, to total it up, and then HOA included. Okay, that's going to be your new home payment, 2416 plus maybe $1,000, 3416-ish, right? Your total monthly expenses are going to include this, which we'll go over in a second, plus this, okay? So that's going to leave your ratios right here, 2651. I'll explain more of that later. Give me a sec. Your total monthly income, we're just going to say that you and whomever lives in your house that's on this loan make about $9,500 a month. Pretty good, pretty decent, okay? And they, mind you, they're going off of your gross, not your net. So that's another good thing. They're going off of your gross amount that you bring in. So of that, you have a $700 car payment. You have credit card payments that you make $500 a month on. Your balance is $2,600, but we're going off of your payments. Child support payments that you $400, and then student loan payments $600. Again, your balance is $4,000, but we're only using your payments. And then other loans that you pay $200 in, whatever that may be, furniture, anything else that you may have done out there that you got a loan for that came up when they ran your credit. All right. And your balance for that is a little over $2,000. But again, we're going off of payments. So the total monthly payments is $2,400 plus your new house payment equals $4,816. That leaves us on a back end ratio of 51%. We get the back end ratio by simply taking your monthly income against all of your monthly expenses to include your new house payment, which is 51%. We get your front end ratio by just taking your monthly income against your new house payment, not including your monthly expenses. Okay. So now we go on further, you'll see how we qualify or don't qualify for that FHA loan. Now, for your FHA loan, it has to be at least 31% on the front. Remember that front is your monthly income against your actual new home payment alone, not your actual monthly expenses, okay? So we have to be under 31%. So what is 31% of 9,500? 2945. But the new house payment is 2416. So we're good to go there, right? So that's 26%. We don't have nothing to worry about on the front end. Now let's look at that back end that includes the monthly expenses. Whew. All right. So now your back end ratio has to be under 43%. Right? So what's 9,500 times 43%? 4,085. This is everything. Everything has to be in under this number. So the tally of that, remember we had the 2,400 and then we had the 2,416, which took us well over what we needed. It was like 4,000 and I think 900 something. I'm not sure. But now if we're taking that new home rebate, the 2% rebate, we can take and pay off 2% of 450 is $9,000. We have some change to play with now, where we can pay some of this debt off and then put you under the ratio, at or under the ratio that you need to be to qualify. So let's go ahead and pay off that credit card. Let's pay off those student loans, the balance, and pay off the other loans, all of that, right? And then now we have a new monthly expenses of $1,100 plus the 2416 for the new payment, which puts us right at 3516. And remember those insurance and HOA costs. If we even added in that, we'd still be under what we needed because it's going to be well under $1,000 for sure. For sure. Okay. Now that's how you can actually see how it saves you when it comes down to being able to pay off debt to qualify for a loan to get a new home. I know I have said a lot. I've said a lot. So let's go into what happens next. And remember, you can definitely ask questions via in the comments, or you can contact us when I put up our contact slide and ask direct questions and how it can apply specifically to you and getting you into your new home. So when you choose to partner with Mahogany Group, what happens next? First, you agree that Mahogany Group will represent you in the purchase of your new home that you've selected. And then my team will get in contact with your loan officer to structure the 2% rebate to get you qualified. And then once you have your verified pre-approval in hand, not just a pre-approval, but verified, that goes against all your documents, the structure of how we've done everything with the 2%, paying off what's needed to get your DTI under that ratio that's needed, DTI meaning debt to income. Then you go to the home builder, you contract on that, we help you with that. And to take that home off the market. And then two, you secure your contract with us with a 2% new home rebate. And that will also be represented on your closing disclosure as well. So there's like a couple ways that you know that you're for surely going to get that. That's what happens after you partner with us when you realize that you need to get your DTI down. Now, If you are ready to go with that, you can either contact us at 832-919-7711, or you can email us if that's your go-to, or you can simply scan here and you can actually sign up and we will contact you. You guys, there is a lot that's been put out today in this information. Please don't hesitate to reach out to ask questions. In addition to that, we're always here. We're ready to help you, and you guys have a wonderful day.